Hello, welcome to Weekly Recipes. Every Tuesday, I'd like to share a recipe that falls into the keto eating plan. And tonight's recipe is like the perfect recipe for me. This is like the exact kind of recipe I want to cook. Came across it in this little keto booklet that I picked up a while back at the register. The registers are great because they have these little cookbook booklets all the time. Anyway, but yeah, let me go and get into it. It's a tiny little recipe, and it doesn't cook for very long either, even though it is a slow cooker recipe. So let me go ahead and get into it. Okay, here's all what's in it. It's really seriously not a lot. Most of the ingredients are seasonings. Anyway, it's coming up with 2 to 3 pounds of chicken thighs, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a quarter teaspoon of paprika, 3/4 teaspoons of salt, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, 4 heaping cups of just chopped broccoli. I think the broccoli florets are going to be good enough. 16 ounces of cream cheese, 2 cups of shredded cheddar, and that's it. This recipe is exactly what I want in a recipe, because it's seriously, you put the slow cooker over her on high. You can also do it low, but it actually says in the recipe that the preferred method is on high for a short amount of time. Probably because there's no fluid in the recipe to keep the chicken from drying out. Put all the chicken in there. And then now the garlic powder, paprika, salt, and black pepper. Just kind of sprinkle it in there. And then broccoli. Okay, got the, I don't know if you pick up on the heater it's cooking on right now. But anyway, I got the cream cheese cut up and put over the top. It doesn't say cut up, but it makes more sense to having big blocks of cream cheese sitting on top of everything. And I had an instinct to like stir it all up, but the recipe booklet seems to be pretty adamant about the layers of chicken, spices, broccoli, and cream cheese on top. So I got that set over here on high. I'll let that sit for 2.5 hours. And I'm glad it's a very short time on the recipe, because I'm starting a lot later than I want to. So I'll just let that sit at 2.5 hours. And again, not sure if I'm supposed to be setting these clamps here, but it just seems like a good idea. Okay, so yep, that's get it set like that for the next 2.5 hours, and I'll come back to it, and I'll put the cheese back in the refrigerator so it's not sitting there unrefrigerated. Okay, it's been about 2.5 hours now, so I'll go ahead and unlatch the lids here. That's warm. Probably because it's been on high for the last 2.5 hours. Anyway, take the lid off. It smells pretty good. And then I'll mix that up. It said use a fork to shred up the meat. I'll just use the spoon to cut it up. And it's warned not to cut the chicken up into too small of chunks, because it helps with the texture of the whole meal. But I'll go ahead and get that cut up and mixed up. Okay, that spoon didn't work as well, so I'll go to a couple forks out and start shredding that up. Okay, better turn that off. And the only thing left to do now is to dump in the shredded cheddar and get that mixed up. I'm not sure if I got the chicken cut up and shredded up right. They're about the same size as the pieces of chicken are pretty much close to the sizes of broccoli, so I think that's the idea. But yeah, the way how easy this is and how quickly it cooks up for a slow cooker meal, I think this is going to be something I might be returning to quite often. Um, Not for videos, of course, but just for eating in general. Yeah. The only thing about it is it only makes like I guess 6 servings. It's pretty good. But yeah, that's chicken divan, divian. Anyway, whatever you call it, it's pretty simple stuff. Just put everything in the slow cooker and then shut it up. It's good to go. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And if you're feeling generous, check out Patreon and blog links below. And I think that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.